Okay. Play ball. What a nightmare. It's a good thing I kept the save file, like, just as a backup, otherwise that would have been scuffed. But I'm a smart person who knew that that would be a problem. Now it's only marginally an issue. There, see, like, turbo mode is now available. I will eat the 5 like, not even 5 seconds. I will eat the, like, the 3 seconds there from getting the turbo mode prompt. Fuck it. Who cares? That's why I made a new save after I finished my last New Game Plus run, so I wouldn't get that prompt. But because I didn't get the prompt, I forgot that turbo mode existed! Turbo mode in New Game Plus only? Yes. Much better menu this time. I wish Turbo Mode wasn't New Game Plus only, but it kind of makes sense that it is, because it's supposed to expedite replays rather than, you know... It's not for me! Turbo Mode fundamentally isn't for speedrunning, it's for people who are replaying. Because it does make a pretty good difference, although not like a huge... If you could do... Sentences. If you could do Turbo in New Game rather than New Game Plus, what you would have is you'd have a run that's about 4.5 hours rather than 5. Which, you know, nice, but it doesn't, like, halve the run length or anything. It's still pretty long. It is, in fact, time to turbo once again, RKO. Despite the absolute shit show I had getting this run off the fucking ground. Reset 3 times. Make a new save file. I'm gonna make a new save file next time. Can you guys hear the game? You should be able to, but I'm worried I didn't unmute the fucking game audio on, like, the stream end. I feel like I've done everything wrong. Yep, okay, good. Thank you, Datano. I wasn't, like, completely sure. Currently, I feel like you have one tech snafu. And suddenly you question everything. Everything suddenly feels wrong. As if that didn't kill. I'm very sad. I'm tagging in Boren. I want this to kill. Is it necessary? Probably not. This is probably overkill, but I'm doing it. Very overkill. Completely unnecessary. No one really needs to do that. No one needs to do such things. Most of my time save in this run is kind of back-ended. So I'm okay to lose like 5 seconds here and there. Who cares? -0. In a run like this, -0. Enable turbo mode at the start of every new chapter. Time save was now gained, because I didn't realize that the first time I did this. Has to be re-enabled at the start of every combat. Rip. I don't know why I did that. That's not gonna hit. It's one character. Never mind. Funny! That had a 50 chance of working. $50-50. Hi, newbie. Hi, TQ. Game seems like it's great. I like it, clearly. I was checking my Twitch statistics the other day, like, as in, like, because I wanted to find out how much time I've spent speedrunning Silent Hill games, right? Because they don't have, like, playtime trackers built into them. It's like Tail Concerto meets Girls and Panzer. It's literally in the same franchise as Tail Concerto. Or is it Concerto? I don't know how to pronounce that word. I've never worked it out, and I continue to refuse to work it out. Anyway, I wanted to work out how much time I've spent speedrunning Silent Hill games. Turns out, about 300 hours each. At least in terms of what I've streamed. Like, all three of the first 3 Silent Hill games. About 3 each. About 300 each. Like, go figure. That was not the right target. It's an Italian word, so the pronunciation is bullshit anyway. Thanks. But yeah, no, like, it's literally in the same series as Tail Concerto. It's the 3rd game in that particular series. It's classed as a series, despite the fact none of them have numbers. And also, I mean, but they do take place in a shared world. But anyway, fuck it. I wanted to check my statistics, so I want to see how much time I spent speedrunning Silent Hill games. About 300 each. About 300 hours each. I've streamed about 300 hours of like, each Silent Hill game. That was the thing I wanted to actually fucking say with me mouth. That sucks. I gambled, didn't work. Pain. Lucky crit. And I also found that I've apparently streamed this for about 85 hours. Something like that. It's like, that's clearly too long, surely. I've apparently streamed more of this game more of this game than people would probably think I have. Like, more than games that people more commonly associate with me. For instance, I have streamed almost as much of this game as I have streamed of Illbleed. Almost. It's remarkably close. Actually, that would have been the first playthrough. Probably a decent chunk, because my first playthrough was like 20 hours or something, wasn't it? I'm just going for it. I'm just going for it right out of the gate. I don't care that he got feared. I don't give a shit. I would have thought more ill bleed than that. Hi, Kleiner. Lucky. Not that it really matters. Get him, Hannah! Clearly a sign to do more ill bleed. I do have a device I want to play with right now. Like, does that line change based on who gets the kill? Anyway, ill bleed as a run is it's like an hour and a half. If you have to actually skip the final end card, genius. Fucking Christ. How many just like stood there and looked at it for a bit? It's like, yeah, it's nice art, but you know. Pay attention. Yeah, new game. If I'm doing this on a weekday, it's gotta be NG+, because new game is too long.
I disagree.
Need to finish this game one day.
How long is NG roughly? It's like 5 hours. That's how long it takes when you have to actually play the game. This is why you just shouldn't play the game. Crits. Yeah, hard to fit that in before work. I don't have 5 hours to stream on an average weekday. What the fuck am I doing? This is what I'm doing. My brain like blanked, because who the hell, why is Mei supporting Hack? What difference does that make? I mean, it will speed him up, I guess. Not that he really needs much help with that. But in the absence of a better option at the moment, I'm going with that. Speedrunning is playing the game a whole lot in order to master playing the game as little as possible. That's the trick of it all. I'm not surprised. I'm also just gonna throw. Okay, I didn't actually mean to hit that, but that works. I just needed to waste a turn there. Still don't know what choroi means. I have decided not to learn. I mean, I like playing games casually. I probably play more games casually than I speedrun. Because, just as a function of the fact that you need to play something casually in order to speedrun something. Been playing through Shin Megami Tensei 5 recently, which has been destroying my off-stream ability to do anything. Because normally I'd be like working on, I don't know, other shit off stream. I do shit, I do other shit. Sometimes it's making YouTube videos. Hasn't been that for a hot minute. Is SMT5 a good one to start with? It's a good one to start with as any. Actually, this doesn't require a formation change. But instead of doing any of that, I have just been playing Shin Megami Tensei 5. That's it. That's all I've been doing. So that's fun. I mean, I'm enjoying the game. It's like, it's good. It's fun. I like playing it. But also, it's like, I have done nothing. Nothing! Yeah, most Shin Megami Tensei games are standalone, so you can just play them without context. The exception is that Shin Megami Tensei 2 is a direct sequel to 1. You can still play it, though. Like, it's not like you can't do that, but it is a direct sequel. Three is entirely standalone, 4 is standalone, 4 Apocalypse is a sequel to 4, which, you know, clues in the title. I really got away with that. I went for the 40% and got away with it. When I play Kaji, do I keep thinking, oh, I should stream this? No, because I'm playing Shin Megami Tensei 5, like, extremely piecemeal. I'm playing it, like, 30 minutes, put the Switch down, 30 minutes, put the Switch down, 30 minutes, put the Switch down, etc., etc. Mash. I'm mashing. Destroy them, my children. I mashed. Shouldn't have mashed. I mashed. Should have mashed. Like, I thought about it from a... Is it gonna kill? Yes, yes it will. I like SMT1 a lot as well. Shit. I turned on automatic text by accident. I fat-fingered the text button. That doesn't matter at all, but it's there. There's also the fact that, like, the map spell in Shin Megami Tensei 1, it's a spell. You have to cast the map spell. It's like, who the fuck does that? The map spell. I'm pretty sure I'm close to finishing Shin Megami Tensei 5 at this point. Reasonably sure. I'm in like the last area where whenever I try to go anywhere, a fucking snake falls out of the sky and kills me in 2 hits. That feels very end game to me. This is gonna be fun. I couldn't do, like, turn minute because turns were not in order. Same deal here, can't do it. You can, but you're not gonna hit everything. No. Might have been more worth it to just not do that. Because now I have to deal with this shit. I have to do it twice. Ugh. I think I could have... I think I could have just done it. I think I could have just swapped Lauren over in place of Molt and had him kill everything. Or at least get close to it. Oh well. I trouble myself with these minor inefficiencies not. Laundry is ready to be done. Making the slightly unusual decision to actually care about piercing the armor for once. Funny. He does that. It's fine, don't worry about it. If I had piercing shot, I'd do that, but I don't, so I won't. And that's why. Because now I will kill in 2 hits, provided this all makes contact. So I mapped out all the routes in this? No. If anyone would, it would have been me, and I haven't done it. They are fixed, mostly. Mostly. Shit that drops from, like, enemies is random. It's not that random, but it's pretty random. Like, it's random, but not in any way that matters. If that makes any sense. Like, when I'm doing the run, I never think about random enemy drops. Because, like, firstly, it's meaningless on New Game Plus what shit enemies drop, because it's all, like, building materials. Hi, Andrea. Lucky. Lucky. Yeah, like, shit like that. I'm pretty sure stuff like that is fixed. Like, you always get that number. But even when doing the run, like the New Game run where I actually care about the items I pick up, I've never bothered to route it because you get enough of everything. I never have to think about it. You get shit tons of fucking like healing items and SP recovery items stuff. Just use them. Just use them as they are needed. You don't need to worry about it. Ah, come on. Come on, hack my boy. You're letting the side down. If he hit that, I could have just mashed, but alas. Because skill animations are slightly slower than regular attacks, so if you can just mash through a fight, it's generally faster to do that. But sometimes it's too slow to do that. because there are too many enemies to fucking kill. Morning, Mallow. Like that. This is mashable. Very. Except when they miss, then it's not mashable. Boo. I mean, I was gonna, like, you gotta mash anyway to get past the turn. So that's fine. See, 3, that's too many, and your hit rate against aerial opponents with anyone besides Boron is shit, so... This requires... the finesse. The technique works. The cat was trying to wake you up early. Why do cats do that? My day was blessed when I went to take my bins out for garbage collection, as it is garbage collection day. And a couple of people were walking their dogs, and their dogs just ran over to me. And I was like, I got to pet the dog. And in fact, I had to pet the dog because they were in the way of me enclosing the fucking gate. So I had to just wait for them to leave. Wow, they got to act first. That's brutal. Yeah, dogs. I got to pet dogs today. It's been a while since I've gotten to pet a dog, you know. This is exciting for me. Animals don't care much for daylight savings. You know what? I don't care much for daylight savings. I'm with the animals on this one. Daylight savings is horse shit. Although, like, I think daylight savings in the UK already happened, or what? I don't know. I don't pay attention to this shit either. That crit saved me 1 turn. I'm still sleeping. I've always been I've been sleepy continuously. Since the day I was born. Humanity was born to rest. Do I want to mash this? I feel like I should. Stand by, nothing happens. Awkward. 2 of them. Will it kill? Yes, it will. Born to sleep, world is a nap. Exactly. Do the other characters know these What do you mean? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You strange person with your words. Dang. Like characters from previous entries. No, Fuga is set like several hundred years in the past compared to those games. In fact, it is actually implied that one of the kids aboard the tank is like the great-ass grandfather of someone in one of those games. Because they have the same last name. As you recover SP, you either use an item or you find it on the map. Like you see that thing in the map there that's like a combined red and green square? The green is SP recovery. It's combined because it recovers both health and SP. Powerful. Big moves. It's also... all recovery in this game is percentage based rather than flat, so because I'm playing this off a New Game Plus file, I have big recovery, like at all times. Right, this dude sucks. What the fuck am I trying to do here? This should probably be armor piercing, candidly. But I need to get rid of the support things first. All of that hit, so that's nice. Sheena, actually, because you have Pierce Shot too. That was not the right move. That's not going to hit anything. I'm actually surprised it even lets me do it when there's no valid targets. I picked the wrong move and hit nothing. Oh, and then it just fucking opens the God damn it. Bitch ass. I hate this boss. I've still not worked out what the best way to do this is. That's crit. Right, well that was clumsy, but still better than last time. Yeah, no, it's gonna save a lot of time over using the Soul Cannon, because using the Soul Cannon was just absolutely not even vaguely worth it. This is like big time saving the run part 1. Bing. There you go. I saved like 3 minutes because that was... Soul Cannon just isn't worth it there, like at all. Not even close. It's really bad. It's worth it on New Game. It's definitely not worth it on New Game Plus. Not even close. I'm like surprised at how shitty it is on New Game Plus. And that wasn't even a good. I didn't know it would let you pick let you pick a skill that has no valid target. I picked Piercing Rain by accident. Mashing, mashing, mashing. This might not kill. Maybe I shouldn't have mashed. No, it killed. Okay, do the swap. Also, I guess I have Sheena in support role for hack now. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't really matter who's supporting hack. It makes very little difference. Like, theoretically, I guess Mei is optimal because at least she actually does something. What's more important is that I commit to, like, I've started with Sheena now, so I'm just sticking with it. Because, like, what's more important than who you pick is committing to the choice, because you can build a link attack if it goes long enough, which it probably won't. It shouldn't, but it might. So, Sheena is staying. She's staying there. That's just what's happening now. Even though currently they have built absolutely 0 meter on account of not having moved. Bonk. Theoretically, Mei in support will be better because Mei's support ability is that when you attack, your speed is increased, and because it's proportional, it's like actually the most effective when paired with a character who is already fast, like Hack. He is the fastest cannon user by the speed stat. But since I don't actually have Hack attack that much in this run, it's kind of moot. Ooh. If only you crit a bit harder. Fuga speed, but every time a child dies it gets faster. On New Game Plus we actually only, like, do a murder twice. Go all the way around for that, why don't you, you fucking genius. Woeful, woeful gameplay. What are you doing? Probably better than not doing that. Pierce shot 3 is strong. Wowzer. Yeah, we only do 2 sacrifices in this run because I have historically found that attempting to win fights is usually faster than using the Soul Cannon in a vast majority of the boss fights. Yeah, Tsugiwa means like what's next. How much reductions of each point of armor? It's not a linear scale. And like, I think at 3, damage is about halved. And at 7, you're doing, like, nothing. At 7 armor, your damage is, like... At 7 armor, which is what the big, like, turtle dudes have, it's, like, 12% or something. You're doing, like, 12% of your max damage. At 5, I think you're down by 2/3. Which sounds like a lot, and that's because it is. But because this is New Game Plus, we're doing, frankly, incredible amounts of damage. So, like, normally a 3 armor, like, enemy there would be, like, ideal. I would need to pierce the armor to do, like, that part of my game plan revolves around having someone who can constantly strip armor in like, a reserved space. That was not worth doing. But because it's New Game Plus, donk, it doesn't matter that much. At least not right now. By the time it would start mattering, you gain access to Brits, who has a skill that just straight up ignores armor. And he has Pierce Shot 3. Like, basically just the best. And he's getting put in over... He's getting put in over Malt, I think. In hindsight, I'm not completely sold on my own tactical decision there, but there you go. Why do I put Brits in over Malt? And Malt has, like, triple shot and... I'm rethinking that decision. Maybe I should put him in over Hack instead and have Hack do support, because Hack's support skill actually probably pairs really well with that. Hack's support skill is that skill damage improves by about 1.4. But then speed becomes... No, it doesn't really become an issue at all, actually. No. No, okay. Try it that way. Probably doesn't even make a huge difference. The third character rarely gets to act in this, like, party lineup. Because usually everything's dead by the time the first 2 characters have taken their move. It's like Brits go, as Boren goes, and everything's dead. There's usually not very much in between. I think Brits' thing would be speed. He's pretty fast. He's not the fastest machine gunner, but I think he's the 2nd fastest. This is a slightly annoying layout. Alas, Sheena does not learn Piercing Shot 3. Like, I think, Dong dong dong. Dong dong dong. I think the fastest machine gunner is Mei. And then it's Brits. And it's Brits, Kyle, Sheena, in that order. I think. I haven't checked Kyle or Sheena's speed stats in a while because it doesn't really matter. Don't use either of them that much. They're faster than I think pretty much all the canon users. That's kind of the main thing. I'm going to have Sheena up front going into this. That's kind of odd. Does this boss even have armor? Oh no, it does. Okay, this works. I think. I think it works. Does this work? It might work. Ooh. Do I actually know what I'm doing or not? Would have been better if it was Piercing Shot 3, but we live with these. Oh, well, that just one shot now, didn't it? The rudeness of these. This will eventually scale. Eventually. Lucky. If this crits, he might kill. Not quite. I did in fact get my crits though. But I think I'm going to be able to kill before she's going to get that off. Because this is... yeah. that's scaled. I think that was dead even if it was unscaled. Burning Trigger is a move that gets stronger the more times you use it in a row, and it scales really hard. At base value, it's like 120% damage. At max, it's 218. It's a lot. On the new game run, I basically have Hack do nothing but Burning Trigger. Because it is the easiest way to do a shit ton of damage really fast. On New Game Plus, less so. Simply because All Target is a more prized, All Target is a more prized ability in New Game Plus, whereas on New Game, being able to very quickly melt a single target is very useful. Meet Wappa! She's the only character who's going to die during the course of regular gameplay. Because she's absolutely fucking useless to me. She gets no playtime, will never fire a single bullet, and exists purely to get killed. But not right now. She'll die on Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is the one boss I'm still pretty sure it's faster to use the Soul Cannon on. Da 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 da. She's just not useful. I can't even like theory craft a reason to use her. Theoretically, she has better all-target than Hack does. In practice, I don't care. Because, like, I've got two characters with extremely good all-target, and a third mediocre all-target is very superfluous to this arrangement. Because Wappa's all-target is random, although she does also have Shell Festival, which is okay. Shell Festival is an okay move. But otherwise, Wappa's all-target does a random amount of damage. It does anywhere from, like, I think 2 to 5 hits, and it's like, that's a pretty wide variance, my dude. So it's not great. Not in a run context, anyway. Unsurprising. I don't know why I've chosen to do it this way. This is, like, not a very good idea. Technique B. That didn't kill? Crazy. No. Almost just use Overload on a flying target. That would have been really funny. And by really funny, I mean very bad. I ain't the anomaly. Just amused you roll over and mangle items on the ground. I mean, it's the most efficient way to collect them. I think it's supposed to be like visual shorthand. Fuga being very much like a gameplay first RPG. I didn't even try and stop that dude from getting a turn. Because usually it'll just whiff and then you're very sad. Or everything could whiff and then you're even more sad. Strongest kids. Go back to battle. We never do any intermissions in New Game Plus. They're all done. There's nothing useful you can do during an intermission. Do I really want to do this? I don't really. No. Lucky. 40%. Sometimes you win. Was I don't want to swap boring around. I was like, not really, no, because I want to save it for this. Otherwise, I'd have been locked out of this for like a whole turn cycle, which would have sucked ass. Save that time. Speedrunning is such a weird hobby. I'm having an existential crisis while doing this. That's a mash. Mash Part 2, the sequel. Hack, like, just about can't kill green dudes. He's very close, but not quite. Rude. Someone's gotta hit at some point. Do I remember the metal? The metal was much too strong! Sorry, what? I tried. I have to sit through all of these fucking animations. Bruh, this sucks. No, I sit through another. Because I couldn't swap. I did not have a turn. Actually, maybe, okay, maybe, could I have swapped? Did I have the turn there? I'm not sure I did. I thought I just swapped, so it was unavailable. Morning, Eclectics. Oh, hang on. I think I just hit normal route instead of... it doesn't matter for this one. I think I just hit normal instead of safe. But I don't think... Fortunately for me, they're the exact same length. Just items on that route instead of SP, which in all likelihood will not matter. Look at these guys, they've almost built meter. Good for them. You build link attacks so incredibly slowly in New Game Plus that it almost never comes up. It doesn't even come up that often in a New Game run. In New Game Plus, it almost never comes up. Absolutely fuck that. Goodbye. Oh no, hang on, I can trade. So it's borrowing into position 2 as well for once. That should have been the other way around, because that's not going to kill. It would have killed if I did it the other way around, but I didn't do it the other way around. Because I like losing time. One guy moment. Singular individual. What boss is this again? It's the 2 flying dudes, isn't it? Or is it the one big tank? I think it's... No, is it the drill tank? I've forgotten what boss this is. What am I fighting? It's the drill boss, okay. Finding a boss? I know, right? It's ridiculous. No crits makes me sad. Because that's not gonna kill. Unfortunate. I reckon if I could have gotten a couple of crits there, that would have done it, but I didn't, so everyone's going to eat shit and break the interface because for some reason that happens now. Ugh. If I could skip getting injured there, I would save time, because I do actually need to go out of my way to fix that. It doesn't, like, go away on its own. Since I'm losing time. Cringe. Fuck me. I entered village instead. Streamer losing time, I'm leaving. Oi! Get back here, little shit. Streamer loses time, everyone leaves. That's just how it goes. Dang it. Day level 99, what's the point in sleeping? I'm doing it to cure an injury. Everyone got injured during the last boss fight because I ate the big drill on the nose. If not dealt with, that could result in a KO, which would be very fucking bad, although it's unlikely. I think if I were like really going in hard and I wanted to save like the most time, I wouldn't even cure the injury. Because it's very unlikely that that will ever be a problem in the rest of the run. Don't know why I've chosen to do it this way, but I have. We'll have to live with it. Don't do that. I was really thinking about it. I was like, should I like do Overload? It's like, no, there's a second fight. Don't do that. I'm not sure if it was worth eating the entire attack for that, though. Hey, clean up on R7. Injured orphans are permitted one nap, but no laundry. We have not done laundry since the game started, and we never fucking will. The only purpose laundry serves is to increase a character's affinity level, and everyone's affinity on this file is maxed, so it does not do anything. I'm sorry. Sad. There is sadly no gameplay benefit to not being incredibly smelly. Therefore, thank you, Sheena, for your contribution to bogarting the turn order in the ideal fashion. Forced to sleep for dinner and being unallowed laundry privileges. On the plus side, you gotta think of it this way. They resolve the whole war thing in like 2 hours. It's very efficient. How much laundry do you really gotta do in 2 hours, you know? I don't wager it's that much. I still have auto text on. I haven't turned it off. Doesn't matter. It's just there. Those moral quandaries of does the end justify the means? I mean, if it works! If it's dumb but it worked, it wasn't dumb. That's the life maxim. I forget who that quote's even from. It's from someone. Someone said that. I think this will just kill both. This engine plus implies they've solved the conflict at least once before. That's not how it... That's a lot of damage. That does 3,000 damage. That does about 3,000 damage with the way I've set this up. You know, now I think about it, their way of resolving the conflict as well is that they're not even really trying to resolve the conflict. That's not their goal. They just want their family back, and the way they go about this is by destroying everything between them and them. But you know what, I can't hate. I've heard of worse, like, conflict resolution strategies. It's like the bottom of the list. Just tap up twice. Yeah, that's like about... It's close to 3,000 damage. Very close to 3,000 damage with every use of Dryzak. Because it's like, it bypasses armor, so it doesn't matter what I'm hitting. It's unscaled. This loadout kinda sucks. Oops, that's not right. All you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And all you have is a giant tank powered by the souls of children. I mean, okay, it's not powered by the souls of children. The very big gun on the back of it is powered by the souls of children. The tank itself is powered by fuck knows what. Actually, no, I think it is powered by the souls of children. Just, like, one specific kid who's in the basement. Yeah, it's not quite Bokurano because the deaths are, you see, optional, and in fact, avoiding the death is meant to be the goal. Although I'm absolutely certain that, like, Bokurano was on the mind when they made this. The similarities are striking, and also the director of these games, Matsuyama, is a giant fucking dork. Just massive manga dork. However big of a manga dork you think you are, he's a bigger one. Is that necessary? Probably not. Suppose Darks, you had to drop it. I haven't managed to get past episode 3 at the moment. I did start watching it recently for no particular reason. But I have not gotten past episode 3 yet. Just, I don't know, like inability to retain focus on stuff. That and I'm playing SMT5! Do it this way, because I don't want to, like, have my turn stolen. That works. Yeah, this works. I wanted to retain the formation switch option going into the next fight. That's why I did it that way. Case in point. This is why. Because now I can just do this. Whereas if I had immediately swapped, I would have been forced to wait 2 turns, which would have been not good. Patented technique of not good. Now, I'm less sure about the Promised Neverland, but only because I've never seen it. Or read it. It's both, isn't it? I have a link attack stopped. Funny meter build. Promised Neverland made you consider going back to therapy. Jesus. I'm not really sure if that was the most intelligent decision, but it was the funniest. I don't think that stacks. I have link attack stopped and I just never used it. Because it was never a good time to. How's no mode working out so far? It's fast. Should I try and win this now that I've got a link attack stocked? I'm gonna try and win this fight. Let's try it. We're going for true ending now. That kind of worked. This guy has way too much fucking health though. Just way too much. Oh, that's convenient. Shoot. No, Jesus Christ, pick the right skill. Yeah, this guy just has too much. It's not worth it. Maybe. Ow. Fun game? Yeah, I like it, sir, uncle. So hi, welcome. I think I would have already have, like, won by now if I'd tried to get Wappa killed.
I disagree.
KO6 Wave, I'm catching up on Clock Tower streams but wanted to drop this in.
Hi.
GL on the runs.
Thanks for the good luck. I will fucking... Yeah, it's not... Okay, this isn't worth it. Damn it. I tried it, but no. It is worth it to just sacrifice. Worth seeing, at least. It's not slower by that much, is the funny thing, but it is still slower. Hey, Carla, thanks for the 3 months. Thank you very much. Unfortunate. Didn't realize that guy had so much health. That was with a good start, too. Pierce Burst worked. It does not always. Yeah, wow, you lose a lot of time for that. Man. Boo. This is just how you have to learn these things, though. Is like, it's too long, and the way the game regiments means it's very difficult to sort of like test these things in isolation. So that's like a minute slower, roughly. I don't know. I thought it just had a lot of armor. I wasn't aware it also had a shit ton of health, too. Oh well, lesson learned. On the plus side, this run's now getting the true ending. This run, you actually get to see the true, because like, there's no other point in the run where sacrificing is worth it, I think. So this run is just getting the true ending now. That's it. That's the only one where I would do it. On New Game Plus, at least. So this run's actually getting the good ending for once. At the expense of a minute of my time. Thus, technically qualifying for the theoretical, like, true ending category, should I ever bother to actually make it. I haven't done a New Game run that gets the true ending. Someone else has. But it's not currently split into its own category because there's only, like, 2 runs of the game. A whole minute? I mean, it's a whole minute's a lot of time. Time that could have been saved. Just find a minute to save elsewhere, go for true ending. New category. If this run were not so long, I would have tried by now. But like filling out like doing like 4 true ending, not true ending, etc. like for both New Game and New Game Plus. 4 categories for a run with an average run length of like 4 hours if you split the difference between New Game and New Game Plus. It's a lot. It's too much. It's like I don't want to like fill the space there. There you go. Anyone who for like the 3 people who watch this VOD, because I'm going to upload this when I'm done, assuming I PB, which I probably will, given how this is going. For the 3 people who watch this far, and then decide to try this run, of which one of you maybe will, don't do the thing that I just did. Kill Wappa on Chapter 7. It's faster by 1 minute. Save a whole minute. Should have been Dryzac. It does just do more damage after all. Lucky. Do overload. Should I have done that? I should have done that. That was worth it. Wappa is a her, but yes. Metal Slug vibes, I accept this. Baron's like just not quite killing on aerial opponents now. Like, damage is not that random, so it's not like I'm getting unlucky, it's just not quite enough. And if it's not quite enough for Baron, it's not quite enough for anyone.
Because Baron has the highest base attack of all the cannon users.
So if he can't kill something, no one fucking will. By like a lot too, actually. It's like 100 points. I think Malt's the second highest, and he's only got like he's got not enough. It's not enough. My technique is always D. D technique for a D rank streamer. Don't be a dope. HP recovery on this would suck so bad. Don't do it. Lucky. Do Dryzac. Dryzac will definitely kill. So would regular machine gun hit have killed? Maybe. I don't completely know. This Dryzac will do 3,000 unscaled. Yeehaw. No, just swap. Just do the swap. It's only one fight. See, one thing about this game that I wish wasn't the case is the fact that when you pick the safe route, or the normal route, or dangerous route, every individual route has a piece of music attached to it. It's like there's the safe route song, and there's the normal route song, and there's the dangerous route song. But as a consequence of that, it means I never get to hear more than one fucking song when doing these runs. Because you only pick the safe route when you're doing speedruns. We get safe route music and boss themes and nothing else. This game does have more than one battle song, I assure you. I don't know why I did it that way, but I've chosen to do it this way. I cannot be stopped. So you get more experience. Yeah, you get more experience, you get more materials, you get more of pretty much everything on the other routes. But the exchange is that the fights are harder. So there is a risk that you fuck it up and die. Like, the purple dudes you see, those are like elite fights. They're very challenging fights, but they award a ton of experience. When I played the game casually, I think I did dangerous route every single time. And by the end, I found the boss fights easier than I found the boss fights easier than the purple fights, because if you win all the purple fights, then, like, you've got it. Your level is now high, and you've clearly gotten the hang of the combat. Only 66% meter built. Lucky. Just does more damage at base than anything. Like, on top of Drysack being armor piercing, it just does more damage than I think any move he can do. Just flat does more damage. It's his single target nuke. But it's not meant to be that strong. Because it's not designed under the assumption that someone would get to level 90 fucking 9. Just have a level 99 raw attack stat, like fucking Bulldog and everything. It's not supposed to be like that. Yeet. Taking the gamble. Rip. I wish I had Pierce Burst right now. The Link attack. I don't. If only. The rudeness of it all. Stop that. This is the one thing we didn't want to see. Beasting is annoying. Just pick a target, bro. Ow, ow, ow. Ouchie, oof, oof, ouch. Everyone's about half health now, actually. But I'm also about to win, so, you know. Oh, both at once. Haha. I think that in itself, by the way, getting a double kill saves time, because if you kill one without the other one calls in reinforcements. So, like, engineering it to kill both at the same time is, like, the move. Bing. Save time. Sorry, but you seems kind of easy to be. This is not just a speedrun. This is a new game plus speedrun, meaning I have maxed out an unreasonable number of the statistics. It is an RPG game, you see. In a casual playthrough, is there is? Yes. In a casual playthrough, you have to play. You have to actually play the game, like well, or you get killed. I don't think it's that difficult of a game, mind you. But put it this way, the New Game Plus run is about 2 hours and 40 minutes long. The New Game run, where I don't, like, one-shot everything, is slightly over 5 hours. And there's not much difference in sort of, like, the quantity of combat. It just takes longer because you have to actually play it. For example... So, like, I'm about to swap in Boron so this guy can go first, and then use a skill called Megaton Blast. This skill, you wouldn't generally have it at this point in a casual playthrough. You might. It depends on how you play. You might have it. This one you definitely wouldn't have. This ignores armor. Armor piercing is usually a big deal. It's like the shield icon next to an enemy. It reduces damage. It's not a linear scale, so 5 armor normally cuts your damage down by like 2/3. So you gotta have someone take the armor off before you start battering them. But because this is New Game Plus, I just kind of... I don't worry about that too much. I just kind of go. Just kind of go. I got shit to do. This also, I'm making this look easy as well because I understand the combat quite well at this point, having played the game for like 5 million hours. I don't know why I bothered doing that. There was no real rhyme or reason to that decision. It will kill. I'll give it that. Because the other crucial thing that keeps the combat in check is that different weapon types have different accuracy levels depending on where the enemy is located. I'm using cannon users right now almost exclusively. And the reason for that is because they do the most damage. You know, fairly straightforward. Bonk. But cannon users usually have shit accuracy against aerial opponents. So you can't usually rely on that, but I have, like, everything, I have, like, the build set up to spec for accuracy. So, I just kind of ignore 2/3 of the combat system in favor of just having the cannon users kill everything. Which is a thing you can do. How many of the fights are pre-routed versus how much is just off the cuff? I don't have much of the fights, like, pre-planned. It's kind of hard to, because you don't know... You don't entirely know going in. Okay, this is more worth to pierce. The fights themselves are fixed, like they're not random. You think it would be, it's not. It seems like the kind of game where the fights would be random, but they're not. Do overload. It'll be fine. Maybe it won't be fine. Should I have done that? Second guessing that decision. Because I don't think this is going to kill. Ooh, not quite. It's fine. Yeah, I don't have the, like, every single fight pre-planned with, like, a plan, just because I haven't memorized where all the fights are, although I'm almost certain they're all fixed and you could. You could just pre-plan the entire game if you wanted to. But there's some things you have to adapt for on the fly anyway, like, there is a chance that certain skills can miss. It happens. And if that happens, you need to know what to do, and that can fuck your turn order up, and etc, blah 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 blah. And at that point, you might as well just... At that point, I feel like you might as well just play it by ear. A good opening move, as I do very commonly, is this. It's just open, you just open with this. More or less every time. But there's a 5 armor dude in the fight, you see. The 5 armor dude is smelly. And this is the best move against 5 armor dude. The crit was completely unnecessary. Yeah, status effects are unreliable, and for the most part, I don't really need to use them in this run, because I just kill everything. Let me kill everything. I think that would kill me. Sad. See what I mean? Miss. Terrible. Bad game. At least I got my turn cycle back with that. You can also only swap formation, like what I'm doing to manipulate the turn order. You can only do that every 3 turns. So, like, you can't constantly do this to abuse the turn order, although I do it a lot. Not bravery, you fucking melt. I do it more than is probably necessary. Like those drill dudes, see, for instance, usually those are much, much harder to take down in one turn like that. And when they charge up, when they get a turn, they charge up their drill, and if they get a second turn, they release the drill, and the drill is almost guaranteed to injure a huge chunk of the party. And then that creates problems, because then you have injured party members, and if they get injured again, they get KO'd and you can't use them. They don't die, they just get KO'd until the next intermission, and then you cure it. But curing the damage requires you to spend AP, and then you don't have AP to spend on upgrades, and it becomes a whole thing. So when you're playing this casually, stuff that happens in the combat has, like, a very large knock-on effect with your ability to sort of, like, maintain the status of the tank and shit. But I'm playing New Game Plus Lamau, so I don't have to care about any of that shit. You have to care about it a lot in a New Game run, though. Like, the danger zone for when getting hit can cause you to become injured, besides attacks that just instantly cause injury because fuck you, is half health. I don't think the game makes that very clear. And music. Lucky crits, lucky crits. Works for me.
Cause that dude dead.
Candidly speaking, the only reason I'm doing another New Game Plus run is just that the last time I did this run, the run had like 5 million technical, and by 5 million I mean 2. It had 2 technical issues, but 2 is too many. Like, I'm not out here trying to like get the perfect New Game Plus run or anything. I'm not that committed to fucking the concept of New Game Plus for RPG runs. I just don't want to be... I don't want to upload something that's completely half-assed, you know? So this, yeah, it was the stream where I had to restart the game twice because my controller disconnected very late into the run. I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time. Like, so far so good. Touch wood, etc, etc. That dude's going to get a turn. Thus you see, the drill is charging. Yeah, if this run doesn't suffer like mid-run controller disconnects again, and everything goes relatively to plan, that'll probably be like me good for New Game Plus for this game. So I'm not like that committed to this run, nor do I suspect that most of my audience gives a single shit about it. This is for me. It bothers me when I don't like try. Damn, Brits has built that meter with Hack. What's Hack's link ability again? I don't even remember. What is his link ability? Is he Pyro Burst? No, I don't think so. I can't remember. Every character in the game, like when you use a link technique with them, it takes a composite of their two, like, keywords, and I forget what Hack's keyword is. Like, Kyle's is Pierce, Boren's is Burst, at least when he's the second character. I don't remember. I think Britz's is like shock or something. Why am I doing it this way? No, I know why I'm doing it this way. Hang on. Yeah, it is Pyro. No, yeah, it's Pyro. I just saw it just there on the menu. It's Pyro Burst. Well, like, it's probably not Burst when, sad. That should have been Megaton Blast. What am I thinking? It's fine. Is the Chapter 9 boss even vulnerable to fire? Does this even matter? Who cares? It's all for damage, really. It's more for damage than it is for fucking... Although... Sync hack is that I could swap them around and do the link attack the other way around. The meter does work like that. You're allowed to do it that way. There you go. Meter thus built. That didn't kill? I thought that really, Fuck. I thought that would kill. I even entertained the possibility of it not killing. Oh, that is some shit now, isn't it? If I'm wrong about this, this'll suck. On the plus side, yep, okay, well I'm right about it, so it doesn't suck. And I got 2 crits. I didn't kill though. Hey! Bro. Ass. Keep forgetting, Brits is not hack. He does not have hack damage. He's shy by like at least a good couple hundred points there, unless you use Dryzak. It's the Chapter 9 boss again. It's the refight, isn't it? Yeah, so like second verse, same as the first. Strip the armor, then do your thing. Oh, you can open Pierce Burst on this one. It's not even a bad time to do it. Nice miss, idiot. Chance to decrease the armor rank. Lol. I'm not sure if it's even strong. I'm not sure if it's even vulnerable to shock. That kind of blows. Oh, no one got it. That's fine. Burn, shock, or smoke? None. The answer to that question is, which one would I get? The answer is none. And now I'm just being brave. I'm betting fucking hard that this kills. I bet correctly. That would have really sucked ass if it wasn't. If it wasn't the right decision, that would have really sucked. I probably would have died. I don't actually. I'm not sure if it would have killed me, but it would have sucked. I'm not sure I'm actually saving time though. The link attack animations are actually too long. Too many link attacks. It's a shame, because that's about as good as that boss fight can go. Both Pierce Bursts hit. She angry, she points guns at kids, and then she dies. Not by us, we didn't do it, technically. Technically. Very, very technically, we didn't kill her. Very fucking technically. Like, she dies because her tank explodes behind her and engulfs her in flames and she burns to death. But we technically didn't shoot her directly. So that's none of my business. Yeah, we didn't kill her, we blew up the thing she was in. Twice! Twice! Twice, actually. We do it twice. Can I get the kill on this if... I'm not gonna do it though. It's like, can I get the kill on this if I go for overdrive? I don't know. Well, okay then. Well, yep. What else is there to say, truly? Well, okay then. I guess. She survived the first time. How are we to know she wouldn't survive again? She does survive the second time though. Like, she survives it twice, and then she gets out, and then she dies. We don't actually manage to kill most of the boss characters in this game. I think she's one of the few who actually dies straight up. We kill her dad first, and then we kill her. But the other people, they seem to survive their tanks exploding remarkably easily. And then the cast lets them go, because they're a bunch of fucking bleeding hearts. I mean, also they're kids, but still. Yeah, meanwhile, picture the mercy of children. Look at how merciful we are. Also, it sucks ass that this guy gets to go twice. There's a lot of damage, too. Like, that hurts. A lot. Lucky crits. Non-stop murder. I'm actually really not clear on how much death the kids are supposed to be doing. Like, some of them are clearly just drones, right? It's like, nobody's actually in some of these. But someone's gotta be in this one. It's big enough for me. This guy might have too much health for this. A lucky crit helps. But, like, we don't... The first time that they remark, like, oh, we killed someone is after you beat the first boss, and they just go, oh, that guy's dead. And everyone has a moment about it, and then it's never brought up again. It's like, ah, we've killed someone. I see. And I guess at that point, they're kind of over it. You get used to it, you know? What can I say? You get used to it. Add speed. Ooh. Ah, that like double sucks. Yeah, no way I'm getting that dude in time now. Fuck. I went for the optimal play. The thing about the optimal play is that the optimal play is not always optimal when it doesn't fucking work. Say optimal again. I don't know if the strategy is optimal. I just make stuff up. Everyone thinks I like know everything about this game, but like I'm the only one who runs it. I have no idea what I'm doing. People always ask me shit like when I'm doing the new game run. People ask me, it's like, why are you doing like the party this way? And I'm just like, I don't know. It's the first thing I found that worked. I haven't come up with a better idea. Do you have a better idea? And everyone's like, no. And I'm just like, well, then what the fuck? I mean, sometimes people just ask me because they want to know, like, what my reasoning is, but other times people ask me, you know, in the context of, you know, why don't you do other things instead? It's like, well, does that work? You tell me. You tell me whether or not this works, dude. This will not kill, and that is sad. Wrath has been added. This is the one thing we didn't want. Ow, ow, ow. Just let Taskbot drive the tank. Yes, I feel as though it is not commonly held knowledge that the process of optimal speedrunning is derived via experimentation. Currently there's routing talk in the Discord between someone who shows a great amount of interest in this run, which is appreciated. But they ask me stuff, you know, like, you know, why not sacrifice Sheena earlier? And I'm just like, I didn't think it was faster. Maybe it's faster? You'd have to try it. That's why I tried to win the Chapter 7 boss fight to see if it would be faster. It isn't. But you have to... Unfortunately, with a run this long and this difficult to sort of, like, practice in microcosm, the only real way you have to work out whether something's faster is to just try it and see what happens. This might kill. Yes. See, now that was optimal. It was also lucky because there was a crit there. That's the other thing that affects, like, you know, like why routing a fight strategy can be a bit difficult to do, like, in very precise terms. You can just randomly crit stuff. They can't crit you. You can crit them. There's no system to manage saves. You'd have to manually back up save file. And you could do that, but I haven't done it. And as the only person who's done the run, people, you know, it's like, who, you need to do the route yourself to get the saves. And at that point, you might as well do a run. Lucky crits, lucky crits. Yeah, otherwise this game only saves in one save slot per playthrough, and it auto-saves. Earlier in the stream, I had to roll back to a different save, because I've kept a separate New Game Plus save file specifically for speedruns on hand. Because if I want to reset a New Game Plus run, I have to replace the entire save file folder. This kind of sucks, but oh well. I'm gonna have to sit through like 3 very protracted enemy encounter, like, animations here for this. Because there's no way I'm getting out in front of that. Fortunately, I do have my New Game Plus save. Like, if you want to do the New Game Plus run, because you'd have to grind up every individual character to level 99, a process which apparently takes about 12 playthroughs. According to one Japanese person on Twitter. I backed up my New Game Plus save file and I posted it on speedrun.com, so no one needs to do that shit. No one needs to do that. I did it for you. You're welcome. I didn't even expect, like, I don't think anyone's done a New Game Plus run, much less with my file. But I did it anyway. Just for you. Does Megaton Blast have a hit rate of 100 on the ground? No, I'm not risking that. I could risk it. I'm not going to, though. Yeah, it took about... Oh, shit. Oh, this works. It took about 3 playthroughs for me to get the platinum as well. I mean, it's not called a platinum on PC, but still. Like, yeah, same, roughly. I'm gonna have to eat this hit on the nose, because that will not kill. That will not kill the red dude. It's very close, but it won't quite do it. Has the gears ever been truly figured out? No one's got it all the way down. But there are some pretty good theories at this point. But no one's got it exactly. Like, what the requirements are for all 12, no one fucking knows. But one of the requirements has been pretty well figured out to be, like, I think it's like 2,000 normal, or is it 3,000? It's do a lot of normal attacks. I don't know why, but it's like that. Which basically correlates with playtime somewhat loosely. It's a nice one. It's do like 3,000 normal attacks, because that's a requirement for some reason. That's not gonna kill. If that crit, it would have, but it didn't. Thus rendering me very... Oh, that didn't kill it. Damn, that's bad. I thought that would kill. I really thought that would kill. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Getting a character to level 50 is also one of them. That's been, like, blind confirmed by 2 different people at this point, including me. But as far as the rest of them, no one really seems to know. A lot of them seem to just happen, and various ones trigger for different people at different times. Like, first playthrough, when you beat your first playthrough, some people have anywhere from like 2 to 5 gears done when they finish their first playthrough, and it's like, no one knows why. No one has a fucking clue. It's fine, relax. Crits! Grenade launcher mode. Whack. Masaka. Oh, look who built all the things. Hack, if you please. Oh god, yeah, hack with Brit support is ridiculously fast. Whoa. That was a lot. Hacker's gonna kill here, he gets to act like 3 times. Easy fucking game. I forgot. Okay, so Brits' support ability is that every time a skill is used, it halves the amount of speed that you need to take another turn. It makes you faster, basically, but only after a skill. And I forget that Hack with Brit support therefore means Hack gets to act basically twice every single time he uses it, with any degree of, like, space between... It's really fast. It has an extremely low delay. It's a low delay skill to begin with, and because the speed buff you get from Brits is percentage-based, it becomes even lower. So Hack can get Burning Trigger online really fucking quickly. I forgot, that's a really strong combination. Way. Dude, everyone actually gets to have a happy reunion with their parents because I didn't kill Hannah for no reason. The thing about the character... Okay, so the speed-based hero modes only apply to their normal attacks. Hack's hero mode only applies to his normal move. He gains triple speed, but only after normal attacks. Which is like, okay. And Mei gains double speed, but only after normal attacks. Would it help at NG? Brit support on Hack? Not really, no. The concern with NG is meter. Burning Trigger is expensive, kind of. At about... Bonk. At about 5 SP a pop, which is fine in New Game Plus because I have 200 SP to play with. It is less fine It is less fine in a different context, where at most I have about 110. And a lot of the run I have like 60, which means 5 SP a use will burn through your stock really fast. Which is why for most of the NG run I have hack paired with Chick so that I can bring Burning Trigger's cost down. I have to do something here. I can bring Burning Trigger's cost down to 2, which makes it much easier to relentlessly spam. You need a different support, just like anyone will do. I didn't need to go into the menu. I didn't need to do that. That was a waste of time. I could have just done it in combat. Oh, I'm having Sheena do support. It doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter. Like, see, okay, Mei would be optimal there, but like, who cares? The scenario where it's going to come up is very unlikely. But Brits is gone for the time being, so I can't use him anymore. He comes back. Eventually. Also, this is where my time save is, because this is the chapter where I had to reset the game twice for controller disconnects. So, let's hope that doesn't fucking happen again. Lucky. It was lucky that I hit, it was lucky it was a crit. I probably should have swapped the order of the characters before doing this. Eh. Actually. Yeah. Just do it. Just do overload. Fuck it. That was really labored. Ugh. Gross. Unclean. Not efficient. Bad. That felt really messy. I did win without getting hit, but at what cost? It was a bad fight because I got all S right. I know, right? When it's efficient, you get a shit technique score. Is my technique not good enough for you, Fuga? The fuck? Who the fuck is this Fuga guy, anyway? He talks some mad shit. I was about to be like, watch this guy open up immediately after like one hit, and I was about to be... It's about to be real mad. It's gonna open up after this hit, I bet. That'd be sad. It'd be funny, it'd be sad. I'm going for the overload, because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it did open as well. You shit. You are a shit. I spent all this time stripping armor and then just opens? Bullshit. It opening the hatch is like, it's semi-random. Semi-random is the keyword. It will happen after, I think, it's anywhere from like 2 to 3 turns. It's never the first thing it does. Whoops. I almost picked normal route by accident. Fortunately, very fortunately, I pressed normal and the game dropped the input. Ah, that's funny. I definitely hit yes on normal route and it dropped. That's really fucking funny. I got saved from a bad decision by a dropped input. Lucky. Oh, I wish you learned Piercing Shot 3, Sheena, but you don't. You are a sad girl. Oh, well, you could just kill everything too, that works. Sad. Right, who gets to go first here? Oren. It's kind of shitty that it has to be this way around, but it does. Otherwise, this doesn't work. Because like the blue dude can restore armor, which would make it pointless to have Sheena strip armor first. Because then, if it did the thing, it would suck. See, in theory, if I really wanted to like ball incredibly hard while doing this, I would have Sheena do Arcane Blast, which has a 35% chance to take 5 armor ranks off. It's like, do you feel lucky? I fucking don't. So I almost never do that. I've been having Molt crit plenty, mind you. I mean, that's because he's got Sock Support. Sock Support buffs crit rate, which is why I have him there in the first place. Because that way Molt will crit with more frequency. I used to put him behind Hack instead, but I don't know, I just don't do that anymore. If this inflicts burn, that's handy. It's not necessary, though. No. No dice. Lucky crit. Love to see it. Do I get this before bad things start happening, or like what? This is all a bit of pain, isn't it? This will kill one of them, but I'm not sure it'll get both. Not quite. Nah, fuck, that sucks. Ow. And then it dies to fire. I think I should just swap Oren back in. She has double action speed. Is that for skills or is it for regular attacks? I forget which. This is an intermission here to immediately cure the injury, but I'd rather not have to cure the injury at all. It wasn't lucky. It was unfortunate. Action series assuming skills. Damn it. Get out of the menu. Go. Go. Get back to fighting. That fucking trashed my health too. Crit for me! Or don't, whatever, it's fine. Simply use obligatory JRPG skill that hits harder when I'm closer to death. I do actually have one of those. It's on Malt, but I don't really know how it scales. That's something to explore. Maybe that's like the strongest move in the game and I don't know. But you'll never be able to make consistent use of it, because you get health back whether you want to or not most of the time. If I could figure out how to avoid getting health, it would actually be useful in a run. Because sometimes I don't want to have my health... If I could go into a boss fight with my health already at half so I could just instantly use the soul cannon, it'd be way faster. But it doesn't work like that. You have to get the health items. There's no health items in this chapter, though, other than right before the boss. So I'm getting the heal there, whether I fucking want it or not. It's like an 80% heal, too. I don't think the swap around was really necessary there, but nevertheless. 80% chance to hit. Wow. How was Chapter 7 boss? Slow. Don't do it. I tried. I tried to see. I was like, is winning the Chapter 7 boss fight faster than just letting Wappa die? No. No, just let Wappa die. That dude has a shit ton of health. I think he might have the most health of any boss in the game. Yeah, sure. I'm lucky that killed because I didn't really plan that very well. Yeah, shit ton of armor and a lot of health. Chapter 7 is the big turtle boss, yeah. How much will this kill? That's cool by me, because all it really needed to do was hit the dude in the back. Yeah, he's that boss is a fucker. It has a shit ton of health and takes ages to kill. And has a lot of armor. So it turns out that even on New Game Plus, it's faster to just let Wappa die. Every other boss, I'm pretty sure it's faster to just win the fight. But, not that one. There's like 20k HP. That's a lot. That's a lot of HP, dog. That's much. There's definitely no need to use Overload, but I've done it anyway. I've gone and did it. I've used them. See, regular attack wouldn't kill. Boron has nothing in between. Just whiff. Or don't, whatever. Yeah, Tarrasca's 25, but has 0 armor. Yeah, it has 0 armor, and it's probably dead by the time you get to that point. Because what you do in a run is you immediately throw 4 link attacks at it. Or 3, rather. And usually that does anywhere from, like, that generally does about 15k damage on the spot. Whereas you don't have that many link attacks stocked by the end of Chapter 7, because it's shorter. It's a funny quirk, that. And also the armor stripping part of it makes it take longer. All of that can fuck a duck, alright? Speaking of fucking ducks, this fight. Link attacks are of no use to me in the upcoming boss, so... Lamau, XD. As if. Oh hey, link attack. Sheena and Hack have that. Why am I using Sheena? Alright, armor piercing, that's fine. I keep forgetting why I have Sheena in the support role at all. There's no useful character to put there is the reason. I don't give a shit about meter economy. Someone has to make the ducks answer for their crimes. As if this guy gets to act first. What a punk. Change. I'm of the opinion it's probably worth actually going for delays on these fights. Because you don't actually have much power to do anything else. Shh. Shh. I'm working on it. I did it again where I didn't actually use risky ammo first. Apply risk, then apply weak. It's a simple strategy. Nice crit. Oh, hello. Triple cannon, you say? Can he burn? I think he's immune to it. I remember I looked through this before. I believe he's immune to fire. Crits. Grim. Ah. Shh. I've got this. I was one fucking hit away. Calm down. I got this. Big story moment going down. The short version is that he thinks that the army is holding his family hostage and decides to fuck everyone over to not have them get killed. But it turns out they were lying, and they know that because of story reasons that can be missed, and if you miss that, he commits suicide. Fun. Spoilers, way! I mean, you're watching a speedrun. There, that's my time save from not having the controller disconnect in the middle of the run. Genius. From dawn to noon on the sea. So, assuming if I didn't make the chronically stupid mistake of like of trying to actually win the Chapter 7 fight, you could get sub 240 in this run. Crazy. Crazy gamer. But will I bother to go for it? I mean, I might just get it this run. It depends if I save any time on this or not. That's not the order I should have done that. How do I menu? The song here as well, it stays uninterrupted regardless of like what route you pick. That's gonna hurt, by the way. But at least Molt can resolve it. Nice 4K crit, dude. What the fuck? If he'd crit like that to start with, it would have taken 1 turn. Different line. As the game chooses randomly who speaks in scenes like that. Today, Kyle gets the focus. That is not optimal. None of that was optimal. Just swap fucking Borin around. What are you doing? Unnecessary. This chapter gives you intermissions like every 3 fights. So, ah man, please talk to the characters. Like, no, I refuse. I have seen all the dialogue there is to see in multiple languages. I am content. It's because it needs time to like transition between a different style of overworld, I guess. Yeah, there's actually not very much like story in this game. I say that there's story, but it's very much a gameplay first JRPG. Like the proportion of gameplay to cutscene is very much in gameplay's favor. That should have been. That probably should have been Dryzak, not Dryzak, the other one, Gewitter. I'll speak German. This works though. Lucky crit! The lucky crit. I'm getting lucky with Molt even hitting those. Like, that's 80% chance to hit per enemy. Alright, now this is some bullshit. Lol. Well, that takes it down to only 1. Wrathman. See, in theory you could use Hack's Eruption and you could set them all on fire, but I'm not sure if that would be worth a shit. Just mash through it. Really doesn't matter. Critting like they've eaten patat. I mean, Malt has socks on backup, so he is critting more often than usual. But I have not done any food, and I never will. I do not think it's worth the hassle. Purely, it would be worth the hassle, but there's so many intermissions in the later, and food buffs wear off when you get to an intermission. So I choose not to think about it. Like so. It's like not even necessary. Not a single one of those needed to crit. Because like crits are like individual, like it's per fucking hit. Drysack does more damage even when the enemy doesn't have any armor to pierce, as it turns out. Like a lot more. I mean, that's useful. I have nothing but crits. Okay. This still needs to be done the other way around. I really should have moved Brits before Malt. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Look at the strategy I'm deploying. That doesn't matter for shit. I'd like, because then it would pierce the armor. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't matter. That's New Game. You're thinking of New Game. It doesn't work like this is New Game Plus land. We just do Drysack and laugh. Now this is some shit. I knew that wasn't gonna kill. So I don't know why I bothered. That was the... Okay, I should have just let that run. I'm making the very unwise bet. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that to fucking kill. But I'm making the very unwise bet that Malt will hit both the aerial dudes. Lol. I guess Drysack being a 3-hit move has its advantage in terms of sometimes getting a crit out as well. And then it's unscaled as well, because there's no armor. Whereas this sucks. There's no way around this one. This enemy layout just sucks. You're gonna hit something. Funny crit. Funny crit part 2, the sequel. Do you ever see the French army? There are many cutscenes where you see them, and at one point they show up and get fucking annihilated. Turns out the French don't have death beams on their side. It's a limitation. bonk. Oh, so it's not French, it's Gasco. Gasco. In this game. Remember that name well, and then immediately forget it, because it stops mattering as soon as this game is over. Are the French the cats? No, both dogs and the cats live in the not France. Father Gas, shut the fuck up. Just want to know the lore, man. Well, okay, for one thing, most of the lore is buried in different video games. This is the third game in a franchise. I don't have a link attack stocked. Huh. Shit. Kinda thought I did. I mean, I do, but like, not right now. Different character. Ugh, that's like agonizingly close, but it's fine. Is it 3 games that came out with 10-year gaps between them? Yes. Father Gasco has fucking killed me. That's really funny. Swap. $8K crit. Calling Sphere Apparition. I didn't even get this far when I did it last time. Shit. It'll be fine though. Probably. Maybe. Yeah, they're going after Boron, so it doesn't matter. Hack, please offer me your incredible single target damage output. Domo. Fucker. That's really bad. Change. Would you understand what's going on if you just play this game? You understand what's going on in this game, yes. It's pretty straightforward, frankly. Owned. I should win off this. Yep. That was not a great final fight. Probably better than dying to it, though. I'm gonna miss 240 just barely, though. I think. No, I won't, actually. I lied. That's time. Because that's the final meaningful choice you can make. It's either time on that or the final soul cannon shot. That is the timing method which I have... Technically speaking, that's actually faster than the final soul cannon activation because you have to skip 2 cutscenes before it, but it's the last meaningful gameplay action you can make. Therefore, that's where I designate. I completely made up the timing ending for this game. No one had rules, so I just made one up, and I thought last dialogue option seemed like a good place to do it. So yeah, Wappa actually gets to survive to the ending. And it wouldn't be worth it, is the thing. I would have saved a minute if I just let her die. Well, yeah, it's the last input you need to make in order to end the game. There's just... If auto text is turned on anyway, which it currently is for me, this just goes... The game does not explain this properly, but it's intentionally vague, but there's a kid in the basement. There's a kid in the basement of the Tyrannus. You get like one frame of that fucking kid in the basement. Mysteries that are inadequately explored. I'm sure we will get context in Fuga Melodies of Peel in 2030. Do I swear too much? Don't answer that question.
そのバナルガンノの体を突然一筋の光が突き破った。
So here's the thing, in the secret movie, which you unlock after you do all the gears, you see a little clip of, like, that kid in the basement of the Tyrannus looking pissed off. He's mad at the rest of you for doing something. But the thing is that if the true ending is to be followed, they're dead, because we fired them out of the canon. So I'm not sure if the true ending is even canon. There is a conspicuous absence of Wappa in the secret movie. Like, she's not in it. She's not in it at all. It's like, what's the deal with that? Yeah, I wonder if the true ending is even meant to be canon. Sure, it's just Wappa. Wappa is the only member of the main cast who is not shown. Yeah, just made a... We broke the fucking continent into, like, 13 pieces, but that's cool.
Yeah, fuck the capital, we're alive, bro. I like Hannah's spirit.
At least I got my sub 240 or something. I don't know. That wasn't really a goal. But there you go. That's a run. I'll take it. Acceptable. It's okay, the kids will be fine. They bounce back really easily. I like how Jeanne is a human but just wears a cat earband, just presumably just to feel like she fits in.
それでは
ノイズと共にジャンヌは静かに消えていった。頼もしい子供たちの背中を温かく見守りながら。
Cortana died. World record, true ending, wow! Cortana has died, they removed her from Windows 11. Thank Christ. Yeah, this time, Hannah didn't die for no reason. Key route improvement over New Game Plus, over the previous New Game Plus run. Not killing Hannah for no fucking reason. But it would be faster to get Wappa killed, I'm pretty sure. I'm also dubious on whether or not it's faster to actually win the final fight or not. It might still be faster to take the death there. The problem with that is that it's kind of a pain to deploy. Because, like, the only way you're going to get below half is if you eat Ragnarok, and Ragnarok does, like, 18,000 damage.
Speedrun trick, less murder.
0 murder! It's true ending! Wasn't supposed to be. Just became that. I don't know why the audio starts skipping. Wow, a deathless run. In relative terms. Yay! I want to take my little Twitter post. Unfortunately, that mutes the game audio.